Ushindi kwa ukombozi wetu, tujitoe wenyewe, tusimame pamoja kulinda uhuru na umoja wetu. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote, tuimbe pamoja, kuenzi shikamano hatima yetu. Tujitoe wenyewe kupambana pamoja, uhuru na umoja vitawale. Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote na tujibidishe kutoa kilicho bora kwa Afrika. Chimbuko la wanadamu, chemchemi ya utamaduni, tumaini letu wakati wa mafarakano. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima.
We talk about a country which is surrounded by water, a country some people think is not part of Africa, yet others think it is part of East Africa, others think it's part of Central Africa, but this country is part of Africa, thanks to the drift and rifting of the Gondwana between about 160 million years ago. Madagascar is the country we're going to handle on country profiles today. We handle Madagascar. My name is Katom Kasa. In the studio is Hussein Baya to do the production. Hussein Baya is based in Kenya. And we are here as Man CV Africa, where we want to give you stories, information, education that you don't normally see on social media. Today, we handle Madagascar, a country on the Indian Ocean, but of course a country in Africa, a country on water. Call it an island if you want. It is Madagascar. Let's look at the facts from Madagascar. The map of Madagascar, as you can see, the flag of Madagascar, and of course the president of Madagascar, young man, he was called a Frenchman. And then, of course, he had to go to court to decide whether he's a Frenchman or is the man from Madagascar. He said, no, my father was simply born somewhere, had a connection with France, but I'm a Madagascar. I'm a Malagasy, as they call them. I'm a Malagasy, as they call them. Madagascar is a beautiful country. One of the most beautiful countries in the world is Madagascar. I'm going to show you some of the best images, some of the best sand dunes, some of the best beaches in the world are in Madagascar. It is known for agriculture. It's known for fishing. It's known for farming. It's known for a bit of trade. And of course, it's known for tourism. We have a look at Madagascar, a country with a good number of people, country mixed with Afro-Asian. People who are believed to have been from Indonesia and came to Africa. Madagascar is also believed to have been a country founded by women at one point, or ruled by women at one point. Yes, that's Madagascar, a beautiful camp, a beautiful flag right there. Madagascar, the Republic of Madagascar, is an island nation located in the southwestern part of the Indian Ocean, approximately 420 kilometers or 260 miles to the east from the coast of Mozambique, on the southern eastern edge of the African continent. That is Madagascar. And research shows that there was a split in Africa, between Africa and Madagascar had that rifting event in Gondwana about 117 million years ago. Madagascar separated a bit from the rest of Africa. Madagascar is a country that lies below the equator, an island country. Madagascar is surrounded by water completely. That is the country. You can see a country surrounded by water. People ask, is it in Africa? Is it in Europe? Where is it? It is a part of Africa. That is Madagascar, an island country. Madagascar is surrounded by water completely. Linguistically, people of Madagascar have origins of the Malagasy, the indigenous Madagascar people. They say are Austronesian, and East African origins. Let us look at the population of Madagascar and statistics. Slowly here, we see population is 29 million people by 2022. Of course, population now may be about 30 million people. Of course, population growth rate is quite high, and age dependency is 73%. People are so dependent in Madagascar. Population in urban areas is about 40%, which is 39.8% right then. The country is on water. Therefore, land area is 581,000 square kilometers. Water is 5,501 square kilometers. The coastline is big. 4,828 kilometers of the coastline. The country is in southeastern Africa, the island in the Indian Ocean, east of Mozambique. That is Madagascar. In terms of age population, Madagascar has majority of the people between 14 to 50 years, right there. Between that is about 57%, and of course between 0 and 30 years, about 39%, and those above 65 are only 3%. That is Madagascar. Between 15 to 64 years are the majority at 57%. And of course, others are between 0 to 14, which is about 39%. And those above 65 are only 3%. That is Madagascar in terms of age distribution. Madagascar, their language is called Malagasy, or they call themselves Malagasy, or they have an origin in Malagasy. They speak French because they were colonized by France. France took them as a colony. The day was 6th August 1896. 1896, France took them as a colony. In terms of highest point, and lowest point is Indian Ocean at 0, and the highest point is Maromokotro at 2,876 meters high. That is the highest point in Madagascar. Madagascar is a beautiful country. It has 83 airports. Cellular phones are quite many, 10 million plus. Highways have about 31,000 kilometers of the road, and the internet users are about 1.5 million people about there. And of course, railways about 836 kilometers of coverage. Telephones are only about 69,000 there. The sources of this data is from the World Bank. I always give you information from the World Bank, and of course CIA World Fact Book. And of course, I give you information from the U.S. Energy Information Administration there. I tell you that Madagascar became independent on the 26th of March 1916. This is when Madagascar became independent from the French. Madagascar is highly underpopulated. Yes, it's big, but not so much populated as you may think. Of course, Madagascar is big, as I told you. The country has over 31 million people by now. By now, 2024, it has about 31 million people. Now, let me talk about this guy. Give me a minute. I talk about this guy, Rojolina. Rojolina. Rajolina is the president of Madagascar. Let me tell you a bit about this guy. Give me a minute. I'll tell you about this guy. Now, this guy is the president of Madagascar. He has been on and off the political scene of Madagascar. Now, a bit about him is that he, the president of Madagascar, is quite a man with a history. His full name is Andre Nerina Rajoelina. Andre Nerina Rajoelina. He was born on 30th May 1974 and is a Malagasy politician and businessman who has served as president of Madagascar for some time. But since 2023, he is now serving as the president again. He previously served as the president from 2019 to 2023. Then there was a problem in between there. And again, he was a provisional government leader from 2009 to 2014. Provisional government leader, still was like a president. That was following a political crisis where there was a military coup, where he, being the mayor of the capital of Madagascar, is called Antananarivo. The capital of Madagascar is called Antananarivo, and this guy was the mayor of Madagascar. Mayor of Madagascar. So he entered the politics, became a mayor of Madagascar, and later on became a president of Madagascar. He was involved so much as a businessman in private sector, including in the work of printing and advertising. He had a company called Injet. Injet, a company began in 1999, and he had a radio called Viva Radio, and he had a television network in Madagascar. So he's a businessman, he's the radio stations, TV, and a printing and advertising company. So in June, this man was accused of being a Frenchman. June 2023, they said no, he had nationality of being a Frenchman, and of course there was a problem there until when the Constitutional Court of Madagascar ruled that actually, despite having connections with the French people, his father being part of the French people, he actually remains a Madagascar person, a Malagasy person, despite having roots in France. Because remember, France ruled this country, and many people have mixed blood in Madagascar. Madagascar is a good country. Madagascar is a good country, relatively peaceful. It has some of the best coastlines in the world. And Madagascar, despite having challenges here and there, it remains some of the best. It's a national park, one of those parks you can go and have fun. Let us have a look at those other facts very fast, Brian. I told you about the beaches, the sand dunes, and others. Madagascar is beautiful. Look at all these images very fast. You are going to appreciate the beauty of Madagascar. You can go there and relax and have fun and eat your money, as people say. Madagascar is beautiful. It has some of the best sea animals. You think about the best beaches in the world, the best coastline, the best waterfalls, the best bubble trees. The Singe di Bamara National Park has all these animals right there in Madagascar. The capital state is Antananarivo. Antananarivo is the capital state of Madagascar. And Madagascar remains a beautiful country to watch, a beautiful country to go and visit. I love Madagascar. I would recommend it to whoever wants to go and have some bit of relaxation. Madagascar is a country to go. Austro-Asians and African descent are the people that formed Madagascar. They say some of them were Indonesians, others were French people, others were Europeans, of course, from different other countries. They are forming the composition of the people in Madagascar. They are mixed blood. The country is beautiful. The country is beautiful. The people have Indonesian blood in them, and of course, African blood in them. The Austronesian people in Madagascar, of course, very beautiful people right there. Happy people, jolly people right there. They have a president who was once a DJ, who was always on TV station, radio. It's a fun country. Madagascar. Beautiful country. Yes, people remain poor in terms of having cash in their pockets, but they are happy people in Madagascar. It's a beautiful country with good food, seafood, beaches. It's a good point where you can go and have fun and relax. I would recommend Madagascar. I would recommend Madagascar, of course, to tell you, you have to be sure to keep your safety as a priority, but the country is beautiful. The country is really a good place for tourism, and the country has the promise for doing it much better and making Africa proud. This Madagascar today I was talking about, and I want to encourage you to go visit Madagascar. Thank you for watching. It is Human TV Africa, and keep sharing, subscribe, comment, like, and see you in the next show.